Seoul Land 236 Original Novel DouLuo DaLu. Chapter 269. Return to Clear Sky School. TL by Bagelson. Back then, when Tang San delivered the divine craftsman Luo Gao to the Clear Sky School along with large amounts of precious metals, he also left the prescription for explosives there. He had already done the experiments, and explosives could completely be produced in this world. Consequently, divine craftsman Luo Gao would not only produce the torrential pear blossom needle, but at the same time also the Tang sect's strongest hidden weapon, the Buddha's Fury Tang Lotus. This was the frightening weapon Tang San had invested his research into in his previous life. Relatively speaking, the craftsmanship to make the Buddha's Fury Tang Lotus was even more demanding than the torrential pear blossom needle, because mixing the explosives as well as forging the item itself was extremely difficult. But, Tang San after all had experience making the Buddha's Fury Tang Lotus, therefore the blueprints he left Luo Gao were a lot more accurate, down to the last detail. Thus, from Luo Gao's point of view, making the torrential pear blossom needle was actually a bit trickier. 5 years had gone by, and Tang San also didn't dare be certain that Luo Gao could produce these two exceptional hidden weapons, but thinking of his uncle's help, forging them shouldn't have been any problem. The Clear Sky School was located 300 li east of Heaven-Do City. At a distance, Tang San's family of 4 could already see chimney smoke rising from that little village in the mountains. Even though Tang Hao originally gave Tang San the map to here, that map was given to him by Tang San's aunt Tang Yuehua, he himself had never come here. Seeing this dilapidated little mountain village, Tang Hao's eyes flashed with cold light. Not so long ago, the Clear Sky School was still the world's #1 sect, now it was reduced to this, so much that it even used this broken down mountain village as its outer gate. As the Clear Sky School's former strongest title DouLuo, Tang Hao's current mood could well be imagined. Only, his tightly clenched fist was grabbed by a pair of gentle hands. Tang Hao turned his head to look, only to find his wife just gently gazing at him. Ayun said gently, "Don't overthink it. Since you and your son have returned, the Clear Sky School will definitely rise to glory again." Seeing his wife, Tang Hao's cold and stiff face softened, reversing to grip Ayun's hand, nodding. "Don't worry, I'm fine. Only, after having been away from the sect for so many years, when I'm finally back I feel a bit frustrated." Tang San looked at his father's ruined body, and couldn't help saying, "Dad, if the Clear Sky School doesn't agree to accommodate us, we'll just leave once your spirit bones are returned." Tang Hao's face grew flat, speaking in a low voice. "Shut your mouth. Little San, you have to remember, no matter how the sect treats us, we are children of the sect. The spirit we use is the Clear Sky Hammer passed down from the sect. No matter when, you are a child of the Clear Sky School." Even though Tang Hao only had 1 arm and 1 leg, when he was angry he was still dignified. "Yes." Tang San immediately agreed. Only, in his heart, there wasn't a bit of good opinion towards the sect. Looking at the mountain behind the mountain village, he thought that if everything went smoothly it was fine. If those sect elders dared be unfavorable to his father, they couldn't blame him for not giving them face. Just at this moment, Tang San suddenly saw his mother's gaze, saw the support in her eyes. Tang Hao had severed 2 limbs in order to repay the sect, but the Clear Sky School had never supported Tang Hao over the years. This not only lowered Ayun's opinion of the Clear Sky School, it even involved some loathing. She naturally supported her son. With his mother's support, Tang San was immediately relieved. No matter how strongly attached to the sect his father was, his mother's position was even higher in his heart. In the crucial moment, his mother would definitely have a vital effect. While speaking, they had already arrived at the village gate. A few of the village men in front immediately saw them. Even though Tang San had come here before, the people in the village were only the outer disciples of the Clear Sky School. There weren't a lot of people that had met him. Seeing 4 people arriving, someone immediately stepped up to bar them. "Please leave, we don't welcome outsiders here," one villager said coldly. Tang San frowned. Even the lines are exactly the same as last time, not a bit of creativity. While speaking, he directly released his Clear Sky Hammer. Even before the black light appeared, pressure like a black cloud overhead already surged from Tang San's left hand. His Clear Sky Hammer was now no longer that ringless Clear Sky Hammer from back then. The enormous hammer even seemed a bit more powerful than the Black Sea God Trident, and the volume of the hammerhead was a full size larger than before. The shaft had also extended to almost 2 meters. The current Clear Sky Hammer wasn't the forging implement from before, but rather a true warmer. Deep golden patterns roamed across the surface of the black hammer, especially the inscribed Death God domain gave it a blood-red haze. Its aggressiveness hid a tyrannical aura of death, spreading out almost substantial. 1 red, 2 black, 3 spirit rings were arrayed around the clear sky hammer, their light held back, but still filled with an intangible oppressive power. The expressions of those few villagers blocking them simultaneously underwent huge changes, retreating in a panic, all the way to the village gate before they could catch their balance. Watching that clear sky hammer Tang San held, they were already shocked speechless. Tang San spoke indifferently. Quickly go report to the sect, tell them father and son Tang Hao and Tang San have returned with family. The few villagers looked at each other, then hurriedly ran for the village. Tang Hao was now thoughtfully thinking about something, his brows tightly furrowed. Ayan stood calmly by his side, holding his single arm. From time to time she looked at her son, and whenever she saw that tall handsome figure, she couldn't keep a smiling expression from her eyes. With such a son, what else could she want? There would always be sect disciples stationed in this little village outpost. Because those villagers really were too shocked by Tang San's clear sky hammer, they even forgot to invite them into the village. Not long after, one person walked out surrounded by villagers. This person wore familiar grey clothing. He was an acquaintance. The first time Tang San came to the Clear Sky School, he had greeted him together with Tang Long. Tang San still remembered that this was a third-generation disciple a few years older than him called Tang Yu. Tang Yu clearly heaved a sigh of relief when he saw Tang San. It really is you. I thought those outer sect disciples were scaring me. Hello, Tang San, welcome back. How come I just heard them say second uncle was also coming back with you? Tang San's eyes darkened. Tang Yi clearly saw his father, and when he didn't recognize his injured father, he couldn't help feeling a bit more resentful to the Clear Sky School. He spoke in a low voice. My father is here. Tang Yu was a Clear Sky School disciple, and naturally no ordinary person. He immediately sensed the change in Tang San's expression, and shifted his gaze to Tang Hao. Even though he made great effort to control his mood, as he saw Tang Hao's single arm and leg, he still couldn't keep a trace of shock from showing. Only, he was still clever, and very quickly reacted. Hurriedly taking 2 steps forward, he bowed. Junior is Tang Yu, greetings second uncle. Actually, Tang Hao really wasn't the second oldest of the Clear Sky School's second generation, only he and Tang Xiao were the children of the previous sect master's first wife, and so the third generation addressed him as second uncle. Tang Hao waved his hand. No need for courtesy, I already didn't count the Clear Sky School's people among the sect's sinners as early as 20 years ago. Tang San spoke in a low voice. Big brother Tang Yu, I'll trouble you to lead the way, we're going up to the section. Hearing Tang San say this, Tang Yu immediately showed a difficult expression, smiling wryly. Brother, you going up to the sect is naturally no problem. Only, you also know that the sect is sealed right now, outsiders aren't allowed. Also, second uncle's status is sensitive right now. Don't make it difficult for me. Tang San angrily said. What outsiders? My father is the previous head's son, titled Clear Sky, this is my mother and my wife, where are their outsiders? This. Tang Yu said awkwardly. Tang San, I really can't take charge of this. How about this, you come with me to the sect first and explain the circumstances to the sect master and the elders. Then invite second uncle and your family up the mountain. Tang San's heart moved, turning his gaze to his mother, and his expression immediately calmed down. Nodding to Tang Yu, he said. That's fine too. Then we'll go first. Speaking, he stepped in front of his father. Dad, let's not make it difficult for him. He really can't take charge. I'll go up the mountain with him first, then come down to get you. Xiao Wu, you wait for me here too. Xiao Wu nodded cutely, and Tang San turned and left. Just as he turned around, his shoulder was grabbed by a strong large hand. Tang San looked back, only to see his father stare at him with a burning gaze. Father and son looked at each other, and in that instant Tang San knew that his father already understood what he intended. He secretly sighed, it really was true that nobody understood a son better than his father. He had already concealed it, but his father still saw through him. Tang Hao looked deeply at Tang San. Little San, pay attention to propriety. Go. We'll wait for you here. Tang San's gaze showed a trace of astonishment. Even though his father admonished him, his words clearly held a special meaning, and didn't completely oppose it. From this point he could see that his father was also dissatisfied with the sect. Of course, this was also because his father's heart was with the sect, and was anxious to return to pay respect to his grandfather. Nodding to his father, Tang San then turned and followed Tang Yu. Passing through the village, they reached a steep rock wall. Tang Yu called out to Tang San, then leapt up, using depressions every 10 meters as leverage, going towards the top. Tang San smiled slightly. This time he didn't follow the rules like last time. With a blur, he was already fluttering upwards in the air, reaching the top in the blink of an eye. With his cultivation reaching rank 90 and entering the title DouLuo level, he could fully utilize the effects of the 100,000-year spirit bone abilities. The blue-silver emperor right leg bone flight ability had already become a part of him, and he flew even faster than a bird with just a thought. As Tang Yu crested the top and saw Tang San already standing there waiting for him, he couldn't help rubbing his eyes. He hadn't even noticed how Tang San got up there. Let's hurry up a bit, so as not to keep father waiting. Tang San nodded to Tang Yu, then reached out and grabbed his shoulder. As a direct descendant of the Clear Sky School, Tang Yu naturally also possessed uncommon strength. He subconsciously pulled back, intending to dodge. But who knew that Tang San's palm seemed to have a bizarre attractive force? Tang Yu only felt his shoulder go numb, and the automatically gathered spirit power in his body was actually restrained. The next moment, he cried out in alarm as he flew upwards into the mist. Tang San directly brought him flying, and Tang Yu just felt the biting cold mountain wind brush past him, his ears filled with sharp whistling sounds. But strangely, he didn't feel the slightest bit cold. Instead he was comfortably warm, as if soaked in warm water, incredibly comfortable. Before Tang Yu could enjoy it too much, there was a shock beneath him as his feet were back on solid ground, and he simultaneously regained control of his body. Tang San let go his left hand from his shoulder, smiling slightly. Don't hold it against me for offending, this was a bit faster. Tang Yu then discovered that he had already returned to the main peak of the Clear Sky School, and in just the time of a few breaths. Helplessly shaking his head, Tang Yu's gaze at Tang San immediately changed a lot. Tang San, you're even more terrifying now than last time you came back. Only, I somehow feel you've got bad intentions. Don't have this kind of mood in front of the elders. The elders aren't in a great mood. Tang San smiled calmly. Many thanks for the warning. I will keep it in mind. He thought to himself, did it really show so clearly? Even Tang Yu saw that he had bad intentions? Only, bad intentions or not, it depended on the sect's choice. Tang Yu looked over that strange ancient sea god trident in Tang San's hand. Let's go. We'll go inside. The fortress-like stone buildings once again appeared in front of Tang San. Seeing this scene, Tang San couldn't help drawing a deep breath. Returning this time was for a number of matters. He managed with difficulty to suppress his mood, making himself as calm and gentle as possible. He of course also wanted everything to be settled peacefully. Like that his father would also be accepted by the sect even easier. No matter how it was put, his father's feelings for the sect were still so deep. When the two youths guarding the Great Gate saw Tang San, they couldn't help showing shock. They had both seen Tang San, and back then Tang San had exhibited his power to the Clear Sky sect, defeating the 40% spirit power 7th elder, leaving these youths with a deep impression. Even though Tang Long and Tang Hu were always the leaders of the third generation, among these third and fourth generation disciples, Tang San was always known as the number one of the third generation. Therefore, they didn't have the slightest thought of blocking Tang San when they saw him, stepping aside with somewhat admiring gazes. Entering the sect, Tang Yu said, I'll bring you to sit in the drawing room first, then I'll immediately go inform the sect master. Tang San nodded. Fine, then I'll trouble you. Tang Yu laughed. We're brothers, don't be polite. We all admire your strength. If there's a chance, give me some pointers. Tang San smiled without speaking. Tang Yi brought him to take a seat in a drawing room, then immediately turned and went to report. The drawing room was very large, enough for 50 people to talk business at the same time. Right now, Tang San's thoughts couldn't help being immersed in the grudges between his father and the sect. The business back then really was a disaster his father brought to the sect, but this was also only from a particular angle. Had his father done wrong? Protecting his wife, what was wrong in that? It was Spirit Hall that took out its anger on the Clear Sky School. Back then Tang San originally thought that it was a disaster his father brought the sect, and also once believed his father was duty-bound to accept it. But over these years, undergoing so many experiences and coming into contact with Spirit Hall, he already understood that even if not for what happened then, Spirit Hall still wouldn't have let the Clear Sky School get away. And at that time, the sect chose to withdraw rather than meet the attack. Clearly, Spirit Hall was extremely powerful, but according to what the single attribute 4 clan chiefs said, back then the Clear Sky School was also flourishing. If they could have joined forces with the Blue Lightning Tyrant Dragon Clan and the 7 Treasure Glazed Tile School back then, Spirit Hall might not have dared act. Even if they did, the result wouldn't have been any worse than now. Of the once top 3 of the 7 great sects, now one was dead, one ruined, one hidden. The Clear Sky School really couldn't escape responsibility. As the world's #1 sect, retreating the whole way only for the benefits of the sect itself, leaving Spirit Hall to expand even more unscrupulously, until today's situation with the Spirit Empire turning their nose up at the Heaven Do and Star Luo empires. From this point of view, what had his father really done wrong back then? The sect not only declared it cut relations with his father, it still ended it with hiding. Those elders even mistakenly put the blame on his father. Could they really blame his father? For 25 years his fathers had always lived in depression, and finally even mutilated himself to repay the sect's favor of raising him. Thinking of this, Tang San couldn't help clenching his fist. His father wasn't wrong, the sect was. This thought spread uncontrollably in his mind. Just as he was pondering, suddenly, a soft sound of surprise echoed. "It's you, you're back." Tang San raised his head to look. It was another familiar figure, one of the outstanding persons among the third-generation disciples, Tang Long's competitor for third-generation Jied, Tang Hu. He just stood outside the door looking at him. They hadn't met for several years, and Tang Hu's presence had become even more stable, truly like a fierce tiger with reserved vigor. Every movement seemed extremely calm. Light pulsed in his eyes, astonishment only flashing past, but deep in his eyes there was clear hostility. Tang San even now remembered his cute daughter Tian Tian. Over the years, the back then 13 or 14-year-old little girl should also have grown up into a young woman. "Hello, big brother Tang Hu." Tang San stood. Etiquette couldn't be abandoned. Tang San still regarded familial duty extremely seriously. Tang Hu entered the hall. "When did you get back?" Tang San said. "Just arrived." Tang Hu nodded. "If there's a chance, let's compare notes." Tang San also didn't decline. "Fine, I'll be ready at any time." Tang Hu didn't say anything else. Just when he prepared to leave, sounds of footsteps suddenly came from outside, and the present leader of the Clear Sky School, Tang Xiao, entered accompanied by Tang Yi and Tang Long. Seeing Tang Hu here, Tang Xiao couldn't help being a bit surprised, only, he didn't pay attention to it now. "Little San, you're finally back." Tang San hurriedly stepped forward, falling to one knee. "Uncle, I've made you worry." Tang Xiao grabbed him and pulled him up. "We're family, no need to be so polite. You're back from Sea God Island." Hearing the word Sea God Island, whether Tang Long or Tang Hu, their eyes burst with light. These brothers looked at each other, their gazes colliding, neither yielding. Clearly, they hadn't settled their competition in these years. Tang San naturally didn't need to hide it from Tang Xiao. Back then it was Tang Xiao who advised him to go to Sea God Island. "Yes, I just returned from Sea God Island." "Uncle, why did you come over personally?" "Calling me there is fine." Tang Xiao laughed. "Can't I be happy that you're back?" "It's good that you've returned, it's good that you've returned." Tang San asked. "Uncle, this time I've returned in hopes of offering roots for my grandfather. My father came too." The originally still smiling Tang Xiao's expression instantly froze, fiercely grabbing Tang San's shoulders. "What did you say?" "Little Hao came back too." Tang Xiao's expression was clearly excited, almost unable to control himself looking at Tang San, the rims of his eyes instantly reddening, his mood extremely unstable. Tang San said. "Yes, uncle. Dad came back to the sect with me this time, hoping to be recognized back in the sect and offer rights for grandfather." Tang Xiao drew a deep breath, forcefully suppressing his mood. "Little San, do you still remember the requirements the elders raised for you back then?" Tang San nodded. "Of course I do. 3 requirements. First, cultivate to rank 80 or higher, possessing Spirit DouLuo level strength. Second, obtain a 100,000-year Spirit Ring. Third, kill a Spirit Hall title DouLuo." Tang Xiao said. Then that means, you've already. Tang San nodded again. Yes, uncle. My father is still waiting outside the mountain, can you gather the elders now? You also know that dad severed 2 limbs, I don't want to keep him waiting for too long. Tang Xiao was a bit shell-shocked by Tang San's series of news, and Tang Long, Tang Hu and Tianjiu next to him looked even more startled at Tang San. By what Tang San said, he meant he already possessed spirit DouLuo level strength. How old was he? 25, or 26? Already spirit DouLuo? How was this possible? Tang Xiao looked Tang San over, and was shocked to discover that he actually couldn't see through this nephew of his. He spoke in a hushed tone. Little San, this isn't a small matter. You also know how much your father's business influenced the sect back then, an iron-forged mistake, it's no trifle. The 10 years still haven't finished, are you sure you've already finished the 3 requirements? Wouldn't it be better for me to go see your father first? Tang San frowned. Uncle, was it really my father's mistake back then? Even if it wasn't for that, don't tell me Spirit Hall would let our Clear Sky School off. Tang Xiao looked distracted, anger immediately rising in his eyes. Little San, do you know what you're saying? Even though your father is my little brother, I still can't protect him. If he hadn't killed the Spirit Hall Supreme Pontiff back then, how would Spirit Hall have turned against us lightly? This has already passed judgment long ago, the order to expel your father was passed down by your grandfather. This is a matter of great concern. You're only a 3rd-generation disciple, if you say that in front of the elders, even you might. Tang San drew a deep breath, gazing at Tang Xiao. I'm sorry, uncle, I was too impulsive. I really have already completed the 3 requirements the elders gave me back then. I'll still trouble you to convene the elders. They promised that if I could do these 3 things within 10 years, not only would they let me offer rights to grandfather, they could also let my father return to offer rights. Relying on his boundless level mental strength, Tang San's abilities in the mental aspect were above even this maybe rank 97 uncle of his. He could deeply sense how excited his uncle was now, that was absolutely sincere emotions. Tang San once doubted even his uncle. After all, his father expelled from the sect, and his uncle was the one to benefit the most, and back then his uncle had also liked his mother, so he couldn't rule out the possibility of jealous revenge. Even though he taught him the Clear Sky 9 absolutes, Tang San still couldn't completely remove his vigilance towards his uncle. Only, when he returned this time his thoughts had changed. A person could feign his mood, could feign his strength, and also feign his manners. But mental fluctuations couldn't be faked. Even though it was impossible for Tang San to see into Tang Xiao's heart, when he spoke, and especially when he heard his father returned, his mental fluctuations and mood were completely unanimous, extremely sincere. That was a feeling of dense affection within pain. He wanted to see his father, but also didn't want to see his father return to the sect to be censured by the elders and sect disciples, that Tang San could understand. It was also just because of this that his doubts towards Tang Xiao were completely removed. His father's business had better be made clear before the sect elders. After Tang Xiao briefly muttered to himself, he slowly nodded. Since that's the case, then fine. Tang Long. Here. Tang Long hurriedly answered respectfully. Tang Xiao said. Pass on my command, convene the 5 elders in the drawing room to discuss affairs. Yes. Tang Long answered, and hurriedly turned to leave. Before he left, he still thought to shoot Tang San a glance, a somewhat admiring gaze. Even though Tang Long still hadn't had time to talk to Tang San, he was still enormously shocked that Tang San had already reached rank 80. Only, he believed that Tang San absolutely wouldn't be joking around with something like that. Before long, the 5 elders' figures walked inside in a line. Just like back when Tang San once met the 5 elders, the 2nd elder walked furthest ahead, and the 7th elder in the back. When they saw Tang San, they agreed by chance to reveal astonishment, looking at each other. Clearly, they had already guessed that Tang Xiao convening them would be related to Tang San. The first 4 elders directly walked up to the top 4 seats in the hall and sat down, only the 7th elder who once fought with Tang San stepped directly up to him, looking him over a few times. You're back. What? Were those 3 requirements too hard? You still have a few years left, work hard. Don't lose face for our Clear Sky School. Just at this moment, Tang San said something so universally shocking that even Tang Xiao and all the Clear Sky School elders' expressions froze simultaneously. Does the Clear Sky School still have any face to lose? What did you say? The seventh elder closest to Tang San was instantly furious, a palm slapping towards Tang San's face. Tang San softly waved the sea god trident in his right hand, just blocking the seventh elder's palm as it struck. A muffled thump echoed. Tang San didn't move a hair, but the seventh elder's palm was bounced back when it hit the shaft. Fortunately he didn't use his full strength, or he might have had to take a few steps back to catch his balance. Little San, what nonsense are you saying? Tang Xiao stepped up to Tang San in almost a single step. Even though he looked to be rebuking Tang San, he placed his body in between Tang San and the seventh elder. Right now, the other four elders had also all seen this, and glared at Tang San with the second elder in the lead. Tang San's face was calm, speaking indifferently. It's not nonsense, it's the truth. In the outside Spirit Master world, how many people still know of our Clear Sky School? If you mention the Clear Sky School, how would they evaluate it? Only as turtles pulling their heads inside their shell. Does the Clear Sky School still have any face? Enough! Tang Xia roared, one palm slapping towards Tang San's face. This time, Tang San didn't dodge, nor made any movement to resist, stiffly accepting Tang Xiao's slap. Tang Xiao's slap only turned his face sideways. With the sea god trident as anchor, Tang San wasn't moved away. Also, while Tang Xiao seemed furious, his slap only used 10% strength. A wisp of blood flowed from the corner of his mouth, but Tang San didn't make a move to wipe it away, on the contrary raising his left hand and extending 3 fingers. Today, I have altogether 3 matters here. The first, to prove to the elders that I have already completed the 3 requirements you raised to me back then. The second, to offer rights to grandfather together with my father. The third, and also the most important one, I will prove to my father that what happened back then isn't on my father. At the same time, I will also have the 2 spirit bones my father repaid the sect with. Impudent. The good-natured looking second elder finally spoke up, a severe powerful aura suddenly exploding from his body, suppressing Tang San from all directions. But shockingly, Tang San actually stood there confronting his pressure as if he didn't even feel it. Tang San, where do you think this is? How are you qualified to speak to us like that? 7th, grab him. Sect Master, you too have seen his conduct, I will first question him on the sin of disrespecting his elders. The 7th elder roared, black light surging, the clear sky hammer suddenly released. Just as he was about to move, Tang Xiao hurriedly blocked in front of him, shouting. Hold on. Tang San still seemed ungrateful, giving a cold laugh. Want to fight me? Outside is fine. While speaking, he pushed off the ground, flipping over with the golden trident in his hand, already leaving the room. Tang Xiao felt anxious. Little San, you. Before he finished, the 7th elder behind him was already in pursuit. Helplessly, Tang Xiao could also only step out, and the other 4 elders also followed close behind with a dangerous light flickering in their eyes. Tang San not only left the room, in a few leaps he had already left the sect, arriving at the flat open space before the main gate. The 7th elder was extremely fast, he caught up in just the blink of an eye. Kid, did you take the wrong medicine today? The 7th elder shouted furiously. Tang San still had some good opinion of this straightforward elder, but today he was here for justice for his father, and naturally wouldn't relent. He spoke in a low voice. 7th elder, I respect you as elder. But if you are determined to fight, don't blame this junior for being impolite. The 7th elder instead laughed with anger. Good kid, I see you've grown your wings. I want to take a look at just how impolite you can be. Back then he lost to Tang San. Even though he only used 40% of his spirit power, in his heart he was always unreconciled. Tang San was just a spirit king back then. His palm still ached dully from the rebound when he slapped the sea god trident just now. In his burning anger, he had no intention of holding back, the clear sky hammer in his hand held tyrannical imposing manner, smashing straight at Tang San's head. Tang San didn't release his spirit. Facing the 7th elder's clear sky hammer, he retreated half a step, raising the sea god trident horizontally with both hands, shouting. Start! The moment the hammer and polier met was also when Howling Sky DouLuo Tang Xiao and the other 4 elders caught up. Seeing the 7th elder with 9 glittering spirit rings smashing his clear sky hammer towards the spiritless Tang San with the pressure of MT Tai, Tang Xiao couldn't help turning pale with fright. But now it was too late for even him to save him. He bitterly closed his eyes. Facing such an attack from a title DouLuo, without even releasing his spirit, Tang Xiao didn't think there could be a second result for Tang San. Boom! A deafening explosion reverberated in the mountains. Cries of alarm came from behind Tang Xiao, and when he subconsciously opened his eyes, he was stupefied by what he saw. It finish at here. All girls and guys, comments likes, or no updates. Comments likes shares subscribes. See ya.